Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Natasha and I am glad to be here with all of you guys today. So I am very new to YouTube, so I am going to start off with doing a what is in my makeup bag tutorial. Just a little bit about me. I'm a skincare specialist. I work at Target Beauty in the beauty aisles. I'm a Target Beauty concierge, if you would say. So if you haven't heard of a Target Beauty concierge, I definitely recommend that you come see us so you can put together your new skincare regimen, because that's what we love to do. So I'm just going to get started here today. One of my first this is probably going to be one of my favorite videos just because I love sharing makeup tips and I love sharing the things that I like to use in my beauty every day. And so these are just a couple of things that I like to use. I was in a hurry, so I put some things in my makeup bag this morning. I put a lot more than this in my makeup bag, but this is everything that I used, and I just wanted to share that with you. Maybe just get some questions out of the way, just for what's on my new everyday. So this is what I wear every day. I know a lot of people are going to ask, what do you use every day? And what are some of your favorite things to use in the morning, and how do you do it? So I'd be more than happy to answer those questions more in depth, but for now I just want to show you what I used on my face this morning, give you a short reason why, and then just leave it open for questions. So if you guys have any questions at the end of the video, don't forget to comment. You guys can also subscribe for a few videos in the future. You might see one twice a week, but that's the goal right now. It might be once a week, we'll see. So right now, let's just dig into this makeup bag. I do have a fairly large makeup bag. This is what it is. So I'm going to share some things with you right away. So this is what so let's dig in. Yeah. So this is my first product here. This is a Pixi Skin Treats Glow Tonic Exfoliating Toner. This is 5% glycolic acid. Glycolic acid is really good for helping you brighten up your skin tone and also revealing nice skin right under, removing any dark spots, any acne spots. It's not auto-focusing. Yeah? There we go. Okay. So, yeah, it's great for getting rid of acne scars and that sort of thing. I love my Pixi Skin Treats. The next thing that I have here is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel with sunscreen and broad spectrum SPF 15 with hyaluronic acid in it. Now, this is amazing. I can go on about this for days. This goes on on your skin like water. Now, if this is the only thing that you're wearing in a day, I wouldn't recommend it being the only thing because it's not an SPF 30. Unless you're wearing makeup with it, it is not sufficient enough SPF. And even then, you still want to use a spray SPF on your face if you're going to be out all day. But that's the moisturizer that I like to use under my makeup. So let's move on to foundation. I do put on some concealer. My favorite concealer usually is the Master Conceal, but right now I'm using Better Skin by Maybelline, and I'll show you what that looks like. There is that right there. So it's a little crappy. I'm not going to let that autofocus in. You got the idea of what it looks like. You've probably seen it. It's under $7. It is pretty amazing for what it is. But right now I am wearing the Infallible Pro Glow L'Oreal Foundation in 202 Creamy Natural. I love this foundation. This is amazing. I love wearing it with a setting powder, and right now I'm using the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Finishing Powder. This is amazing. Now, I used to use the Maybelline Master Fix, but the reason why I stopped using that was because the holes weren't big enough for the product to go through, honestly. And this stuff is just so fine. This stuff is actually, now the Maybelline Master Fix is actually really fine, and I didn't think it could get much finer than that, but it does. It gets so fine. I was really surprised with this. If you're doing your makeup in the car, you've got to be very careful. I'm a pro at putting makeup on in the car, so not while driving though. That's safe, guys. That's not safe, guys. No, not safe. Scratch that. But yeah, I use that to set my Infallible Pro Glow just because the Pro Glow is a little bit lighter. I have oily skin, so if I use this with the concealer, I tend to be okay. So that's just a foundation hack if you have oily skin. The next thing that I do is I absolutely do not like using powdered contours anymore. I used powdered contours for probably the last year. I got a little bored with it. I started using a concealer as my contour just because it was a lighter contour and it was a little bit easier to use, a little less definable, and I love using bronzer, and if I use like a bronzer then it gets really ridiculous. That's what that looks like. This is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in shade 30. I actually really absolutely love using this as my concealer. I can definitely say that I have recommended that quite a few times to anybody who uses makeup. And then the next thing that I'm wearing, so I'm wearing this on my eyelids, and I'm wearing this on my cheeks, and I'm also wearing this as my highlighter. I'm wearing it almost everywhere. But this is my bronzer highlight duo by Manakadar Beauty, and I don't know if that's how I'm saying it right. I literally just got this in my Birchbox like 3 days ago, but I've been wearing it ever since, and I absolutely love this. This may be something that I actually purchase right when I'm finished, but that's what that looks like, and it is so beautiful. Look at that. It is so pearly and luminous. I usually don't like luminous bronzers, but, you know, what can you do? This is awesome. Um, that's it. This is awesome. But that's just one of the things that I use. And I'm going to show you guys a hack that is the coolest ever, okay? So as a makeup artist, and anybody who is a makeup artist will know that using your hand as a palette while you're doing your own makeup is something that you do pretty frequently. So this is what I keep in my makeup bag. I keep makeup removing cleansing towelettes in my makeup bag. These ones are just by Neutrogena. I typically don't use these, honestly, but they're by Neutrogena. I usually use something like Burt's Bees or something like that just because they're a little bit more exfoliating. They get down a little bit more. These are a little bit more oily. And I don't use these ones on my face. I just use it to wipe off my hand, so that's fine. It keeps my hand nice and soft. Can't complain. So that's what I use for that. And then the next thing that I use here is going to be the NYX Pinup Tease Individual Curl. The reason why I like this is actually not lying when it says individual. This is like a comb for your lashes with mascara. I absolutely love this. Can you guys see that? Get it a little bit deeper. You can see that comb. Look at that comb. That comb though, girl. That comb though. But I absolutely love this. This is amazing. I was actually recommended it by a client at some point. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll give it a try because everybody brags about it. So, I got it. And once you go, you'll never go back. That's actually a lie. I use Better Than Sex, and I love it more than this, to be honest. It truly is Better Than Sex. Not this, but that said. So, using that, and then the next thing that I really love is going to be my NYX Wonder Pencil. I use this to highlight under my brows, and I also use it to highlight my sometimes I'll use it as a lip concealer. Sometimes I'll use it as under my waterline. It's perfect for almost everything. It's super multi-purpose. As a makeup artist, you love multi-purpose products. And I think as an artist in general, you love multi-purpose products. So that is amazing. Then the next thing that I'm wearing here is my NYX brow gel, I don't have to tell you how awesome this is because it stays in place and it makes your brows stay in place. And if you actually have brows, this is the best thing to put on your brows because this will not only wax them down, but it will also color the skin under too. So it does a really good job. I love it. I need to get a little bit better at brows, but you know, a girl can do some brows. I can actually wax brows better than I can, but that's a whole other story for another time. This is another product that I use. I recently found this over the weekend. It is Monday now, but this is the Kat Von D Outlaw lipstick. Oh my god. Can we dedicate like a moment of silence? Okay, moment's over. We're done. But anyways, love this stuff. This is amazing. So this is Outlaw, my favorite. I love this product. Love Kat Von D. She's amazing, especially as a business person, and she's got a lot of balls, I'll tell you that. But that is that. I love that product. Another product I love is my Real Techniques Blender Beauty Blender. Get this wet and it will do wonders for you. A lot of people use the Up and Up version. A lot of people will go to TJ Maxx, not naming any names, but that person recently got an amazing beauty blender in her Ipsy bag, and I am happy for her. I wanted to cry when I found that out. I'm so happy for her because she got a real beauty blender. But anyways, this is amazing. And now it's got to be squishy like this, guys. If it's not porous and squishy, you don't want it. Real Techniques is literally only $6. At least in Minnesota, it is. So just get yourself to Ulta and get a Real Techniques beauty sponge. I hear that they're coming back to Target too, which I don't know when. Please, I will keep you updated. I will keep you updated on that. But until they come back into Target, just run your little butt to Ulta. Get it. $6. No worries. It's amazing. And yeah, so that's the next thing. That's it. I still have this Estee Lauder palette from my grandma when I was younger, or like 3 years ago. Honestly, every shadow in here by now is expired, but I still use that mirror. Look at that mirror, and you guys just saw everything inside of my mirror, even my computer. But yes, this is amazing. I keep the shadows just for the mirror. Sometimes if I'm daring enough, I'll use the shadows in it, but let's just be honest, it's nasty. Don't do that. But anyways, yeah. So thank you for tuning into my channel, and thank you for being one of the first people to watch this video, because this video means so much to me. I've been wanting to do this for the longest time. Skincare is definitely one of my passions. I am definitely a nerd about it. So if you guys have any questions about skin types, foundations, anything under the sun, any ingredients in your skincare, I'd be more than happy to answer them for you because I love that stuff. So, it's time for me to go, guys, but I do want to thank you for tuning in, and you guys have a good rest of your night and have a good week until I see you next time. Bye-bye!